In the 1970s and 80s, if you took a photograph anywhere on Earth, there was a 90% chance you used one company's film. They held a near total monopoly on human memory. At its absolute peak, this singular corporation employed over 140,000 people and carried a valuation of $30 billion. Ask anyone why Kodak failed, and you will hear a story about a slow, lumbering legacy business that couldn't see the digital age coming until it crushed them. But the digital camera didn't kill Kodak. Kodak invented the digital camera. To understand why a massive corporation would actively suppress its own invention, we have to ignore their research and development department. The answer is buried in the strict, unforgiving math of their balance sheet. Despite what their logo suggested, Kodak was never a camera company. They were a chemical company. They operated on the classic razor and blades business model. Kodak practically gave away these cheap, mass-market Instamatic cameras to get them into as many households as possible. Once you owned the camera, you were locked in. Every time you wanted to take a picture, you had to buy their proprietary film, pay a developer to use their chemicals, and print the results on their specialized paper. This chart explains their entire corporate strategy. The profit on physical cameras was tiny, but the gross margins on those chemical consumables hovered around 70%. This closed-loop ecosystem printed money so efficiently that it created a severe structural dependency. The massive profits from physical film became a financial trap that executive management could not escape. In 1975, a 24-year-old Kodak engineer named Steve Sasson walked into the boardroom with a prototype of the world's first digital camera. The executives explicitly ordered him to keep the discovery quiet. This was an act of ruthless financial self-preservation, prioritizing their current profits over a massive technological breakthrough. A digital camera bypasses the need for film, photo paper, and developing chemicals entirely. Releasing it meant instantly destroying the 70% margins that sustained the entire corporation, and they knew exactly what was coming. A secret internal report from 1981 predicted that digital photography would fully replace physical film by 2010, giving Kodak a very precise 30-year warning. Facing this timeline, they spent billions of dollars on digital research, but with a fatal caveat. Every new digital technology was explicitly designed to enhance physical film rather than replace it. They built massive digital printing kiosks for pharmacies and created specialized hardware so your physical photographs could be scanned and burned onto a CD to view on a computer screen. Compare that to technology competitors like Sony. Because they didn't rely on film margins, they were free to build the best digital cameras possible. Kodak spent 3 decades trying to construct a safe, profitable bridge between their past and the future. Their competitors simply leaped across the gap and left them behind. By the early 2000s, the market shifted violently. Consumers abandoned physical film entirely, and Kodak's primary revenue source went into an immediate death spiral. Then came the final, unsurvivable technological leap. The introduction of the smartphone placed a high-definition digital camera directly in everyone's pocket. During its final years, the company survived primarily by aggressively suing modern tech giants for infringing on the digital photography patents Kodak invented decades earlier, but refused to use. The patent lawsuits weren't enough. In 2012, the $30 billion monopoly formally filed for bankruptcy. Their demise was a direct mathematical outcome of prioritizing short-term margin protection over long-term technological adaptation. The autopsy of Kodak leaves us with a brutal rule of modern economics, the absolute necessity of corporate self-cannibalization. If you refuse to destroy your own outdated, highly profitable products, your competitors will gladly do it for you. True innovation demands the courage to kill your own golden goose before it eventually destroys you.